Good afternoon, this is Cheryl PV coming to you on day number 10 of Time to Live My Purpose Journey. Today I just want to talk about don't give up, don't quit. It's time to tell your story. It's time for you to walk in your purpose. I've been talking about a lot of things the past several days, and I said, you know what? I need to share a little bit about myself with everybody so they know a little bit about me and why I'm on this journey. I'm a best-selling author of 2 books that I've done a collaboration in. Book number 1 is Fabulous New Life, Volume 2 with April Franks Hunt. And book number 2 is 20 Beautiful Women with Saba Techley. And I'm also currently did another book collaboration, which is, I won't say a spin-off, but an extension of 20 Beautiful Women called I Am Beautiful, The Evolution of Beauty. That comes out the end of this month. I encourage you to contact me via Facebook, instant message me, go to my website, www.cherylpv.com, check me out there, submit your information and I'll get back with you, or you can just leave a message below this video. But I want to share with you that my story will encourage you, inspire you, motivate you to get up off your behind, start living your purpose so you can have a life of your dreams. Now, I want to share with you about how I got here and why I'm so adamant about living my purpose. I grew up, with low self-esteem. I didn't feel I was worthy. My father wasn't in my life. He abandoned me. I didn't think he loved me. So feeling that way caused me to search for love in all the wrong places. I became a people pleaser. I did everything that everybody wanted me to because I wanted to be liked and be loved. So with each individual I had contact with, I transformed myself to fit their needs. In actuality, doing that, I was never happy. So in my childhood, I didn't have really a normal childhood. My mother was diagnosed with MS when I was younger, so I just stepped up to the plate. Did the dishes, the cooking, the cleaning. I did my homework. I made sure that she never got a bad report about me from teachers. I did what any child would do, to be there for the mom. And I love my mom. I loved her to death. I miss her. She's no longer here, but I just didn't want to cause any more problems than what she needed by being sick. So as time grew on, years went on, nothing changed. I didn't feel any better about myself. I just continued to be a people pleaser, and voila, I took whatever life threw at my way, and I wasn't happy. But several years ago, here's what happened that caused me to be where I'm at today. My grandmother had a fall. She broke her hip. She had surgery. She went into rehab, went into a nursing home. And she told me, I probably will never, ever go back home. One day she happened to fall off the bed, and that was it. She just went to sleep. She never woke back up. And I want to share with you that hearing is the last thing to go when you're transitioning. So my grandmother could hear everything that her family, that we were saying to her. But she just didn't have enough fight in her to hang on. So the same day that my grandmother passed, now mind you, my grandmother and my mother are mother and daughter. So the same day my grandmother passed, I got a phone call and said, Cheryl, you better hurry up, get to the hospital. Your mom has to be rushed to the hospital because your stepfather said he couldn't revive her. And I said, oh my God, he told her that her mother died. I was serious, like, oh my God, why in the hell would he tell her that her mother passed away? So I went to the hospital, I saw my mom, hugged and kissed her, talked to her. I never mentioned to her about the loss of her mother. So she just told me she was tired. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't know that she was actually telling me, I'm tired. This is it for me. So the very next day I told her, I said, well, I'm going to come back and see you tomorrow. I can't wait to see you. So the very next day, she went to sleep. She never woke back up. I sent her flowers. I went to visit her. She was just in this deep sleep. And I never had a conversation with my mother again. And to watch these 2 women that I love more than anything in my life slowly pass away before my eyes, and there was nothing I could do. So 2 weeks later, my mother passed away. So you can imagine I fell into a deep depression. I didn't care about anything or anybody anymore. I didn't care how I looked. said to God, I am tired. What's my purpose? Why are you doing this? Why did you do this? Why did you take the woman that I love more than anything else in this world, who loved me unconditionally, my cheerleader, my supporter, my best friend, who accepted me, flaws and all? Why did you take her away from me? What do I have left? Who's going to support me? Who's going to be there? Who's going to love me? Who's going to make me feel special? So upon that, there was a lot of people who always come to you and say, hey, I'm sorry about, the passing of your loved ones. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. You can call me anytime. I'm here. I'm available to talk. So I took people up on that offer. And guess what? Those people that I reached out to sometimes didn't answer, said, oh, let me call you back. They didn't want to talk to me about what I was going through. So I tell you today, those people I no longer talk to. So I wish that people do not give you lip service. If you mean it, mean it. If you don't, don't. So what ended up happening, I fell into this deep pit of depression. And I don't know if you're familiar with the story of Joseph and how his brothers put him in the pit, but that's where I was. I would look up and see my family, my friends walking up around saying, hey, Cheryl, how you doing? Are you doing okay? Looking down, are you doing okay? But not one of them extended a hand to me. I'm reaching my hand up. I was reaching up, for somebody to grab me and pull me out, and no one did. So I said to one day, I fell on my knees and I said, God, you know what? I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't want to do this anymore. So if you have something for me to do, if my life means something, help me, save me. If not, let me go. And God said, I've been waiting for you to call upon me, to ask me for your help. He's like, I got you. So he took me out of that pit, told me I was fearfully and wonderfully made, told me I had a purpose, said that my life means something, and that what has happened to me will inspire, encourage, and heal other women. He says, you have a gift inside of you. I did not allow this to happen to you for no reason. So upon that, even though I had a son, and that was my saving grace, having a child, because if I didn't have a son, I probably would not be here, sitting here talking to you about this story. I would be somewhere else, not here, I'll tell you that much. So God took me out of that place. And I'm asking you to not quit. I'm not asking, I'm telling you not to quit, not to give up. And upon that happening, I fell out with my mother's family. We weren't talking anymore. God just took me. He saved me. He brought me up out of where I was at. And I said, okay, what do I do from here? Now, within my own community of where I live, I started to look for coaches who could help me, inspire me, motivate me, before I could see what my purpose was. And I met with several, but we just didn't gel. And one day I happened to come across a telesummit that I signed up for and listened to. And I heard April Franks Hunt talk. And I said, I like what she's saying. So I went to womenrecharge.com and I looked her over, perused, ended up having a conversation with her and talked to her about some things. And she gave me some suggestions. And she said, if you're interested, I can help you. This is what I have. This is what I think will be good for you. So I had to take some time to think about it and decide if that's something that I wanted to do, which I ended up doing. And that's how Fabulous New Life Volume 2 came about. That's how I wrote my story. And then I also met Mia Redrick, who is a mom strategist as well. And I talked with her, and she said some things that spoke to me. And this is where my purpose started coming into fruition. This has happened just over the past year now. My mother and grandmother have been gone for several years. It will be 4 years at the end of this year, but it feels like tomorrow. I don't care what people say. You never get over the loss of your mother. You learn how to adjust and live your life, but that love, that memories, the love of your mom, you'll never forget. That's just how it is. So there's more to the story about with my mom. There's more to the story with my father. I don't want to share all of that, but I'm going to tell you, I've been from hell and back. And if I've been from hell and back, and I've been to the point where I didn't want to be here, to the point where I hit rock bottom. And now where I am today, I've done 2 book collaborations. I've written an ebook, Take All the Time You Need, The 5 Stages of Grief, sharing my personal story of the loss of my mother and grandmother. I'm doing a third book collaboration. I'm in the process of doing my own story. I'm telling you, you can live the life of your dreams. You just don't quit. So every time I come on and talk about this journey and talk about different things that will help, I mean it. Gratitude, loving yourself, forgiveness, prayer, faith, getting rid of negativity, and being surrounded by people who will uplift you, motivate you. Because I'm telling you, coaching and saved my life. You're finding a person who will feed into you, who knows how to recognize your talents and gifts and bring that out in you. It's amazing. So today I want to talk about quickly this brick wall. This brick wall represents all of our experiences, all the things that we have been through in our life that prevents us from living the life of our dreams, from being successful, and from doing what we're called to do, and even doing what we want to do. So it's time for you to tear this brick wall down. It is time for you to just let it go. Break it down, walk in your purpose, live the life of your dreams. Don't quit, don't give up. It is time to tell your story. It is time that your light will shine. I thank you for joining me on day number 10, Time to Live My Purpose Journey. I hope that I have inspired you. I have fed something into your spirit that somebody today needed to hear this message. Somebody needed to hear someone's story of being put in a place of no control, of despair, of depression, and coming up out and walking and living life victoriously. I mean, it's not easy. Everything is faith day to day, and it's just surrounding yourself, believing in yourself, coming out your comfort zone, and knowing that you can do it. I'm here to support, encourage you. Contact me. I would love to talk to you, hear from you. I'm here for you. I thank you for joining me on day number 10, Time to Live My Purpose Journey, and I will look forward to speaking to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.